Italy, Spain and Portugal resume their World Cup qualification campaign this coming match day as they head into match day number 7. But of course, will they get the points to get them a little bit closer? We're going to take a look at that and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we're taking a look at match number 7. This is part 3 of a 3-set video. Of course, this is focusing on games that are taking place this coming Saturday. That's right. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want to subscribe for Blackburn Rovers, World Cup qualifiers, World Cup itself. That's right here under one Ruski. The powerhouses of Spain and Portugal, they go home, of course, with their match. Italy hit the road, of course. And what about those free-scoring Norwegians? Goodness gracious me. Will they get another result to bring themselves a little bit closer to glory? We'll get into all of that and more in a second. Big shout out to the members and the patrons. You know who you are. But of course, right here, right now, we're going to take a look at the tables heading into the next round of games. And these are those. That's right. So kicking it all off with a recap. Here we go. Group A sees Slovakia in charge right here, right now. 3 points clear over Northern Ireland and Germany. In Group B, it's the Swiss. 2 wins out of 2 for them. And they're in the prime time driving seat. Group C sees Denmark, Scotland and Greece in an absolute crunch clash for the top spot over there. Group D has France in the driving seat, 6 points for them. Iceland in second spot. In Group E, Spain are also in there, 2 wins on the bats for them. They look good. Portugal are in the ascendancy in Group F over Armenia, with Hungary and Ireland struggling. Group G sees Netherlands in charge there. Poland in second spot. In the groups there that have, of course, a little bit further along the way here. Bosnia-Herzegovina and Austria duking out for a spot in Group H. Group I has Norway running away with it with that superior goal difference as well, and Italy and Israel in second place. Group J sees North Macedonia ahead of Belgium right now, but they have played a game more. England dominant in Group K, 5 wins on the spin for them, they look good. And Croatia and Czechia in a bit of a squabble. Alrighty then, folks, we're focusing on games that take place on the 11th of October, which is this coming Saturday, of course, and these are those. I think we have 8 of them, so let's get in the deep end and have a look at the first one, which is Bulgaria taking on Turkey. That's right, coming at you over in Group E. Bulgaria, managed by Alexander Dimitrov, are 4th right now, no points for them, winless in at least the last 6. Up against Turkey, Vincenzo Montella, they are 3rd with 3 points. Got a bit of work to do for themselves over in Group E. They played Bulgaria 3 times since 2005. They won 2 of them. There's been one defeat, no draws thus far. They last played, it was a friendly, it was back in June 2015. 4-0 winners was for Turkey in Turkey. The last time they played in Bulgaria also resulted in a victory for Turkey. 2-0 winners that time around. Meanwhile, coming into this Bulgaria, oh my days, 3 defeats on the spin, 3 games without a goal, of course, up against the Turkey side who got spanked by Spain, goodness gracious me, in Turkey last time around. So a bit of work to do for both sides here, but Turkey are expected to win this game. Bulgaria, nothing like they used to be back in the 90s. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Turkey on the road, gives them some hope maybe to compete, but realistically it looks like a bridge too far. Meanwhile, Spain taking on Georgia, coming at you over in the same group. Spain under Luis de la Fuente, they sit top right now, 6 points for them, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Up against Georgia under Willy Sagnol, they sit second with 3 points, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They played each other 8 times to 2012, 7 wins for Spain, 1 win for Georgia. There's been no draws, of course. Coming into this, they last played, it was in the Euros, we all remember, it was a 4-1 win for Spain, who make it, I don't know, 5 wins on the spin, that's right, against the Georgian side. Meanwhile, Spain coming into this on the back of back-to-back clean sheets, back-to-back wins, of course, picking up 9 goals in the last 2. Both of those games were on the road, picking up a 3-0 win over Bulgaria, a 6-0 win over Turkey. As for Georgia, they're also on the back of that 3-0 win over Bulgaria. That was at home as well. They actually had 5 home games on the spin. So the last away match was resulted in a 3-0 away loss to Armenia. They're expected to lose this game. I expect them to lose it as well. Going to go with a 4-1 win Spain. Another statement result, but maybe Georgia will get a goal to, of course, whet the appetite. Meanwhile, Hungary taking on Armenia. Hungary are hungry for a victory, that's right. They were just 1 win in the last 6. They sit 3rd right now in Group F, taking on Armenia's side under Yeshki Malenkin. They sit 2nd with 3 points, of course. They played each other just the once. It was a friendly back in Feb 2004. It was a 2-0 win for Hungary. Hungary, though, did lose to Portugal most recently 3-2. Their last victory was a 2-1 away win against Azerbaijan. But, of course, their last competitive victory was a long, long time away. It was a 2-0 win away to Bosnia-Herzegovina back in 2024. Armenia, though, picking up a 2-1 win over Ireland most recently, so good, strong result for them. Bookies odds for this one. Hungary should win this game at home. I've gone 3-1 winners, but that form doesn't hold well for the Hungarians in this one. Meanwhile, Portugal go to their host Ireland, that's right, on the 11th. Over in Group F, Portugal under Roberto Martinez, they've won 5 in the bouts to sit top of the pops. Sorry, here now, 6 points, possible 6. Up against Ireland and Helmut Hallgrímsson. Fourth in the table, just 1 point for them. They played Portugal 7 times since 1995. Ireland have won 2 of them. Portugal have won 4 of them. There's been 1 draw. They last played in Portugal. It was a 3-0 win back in June 2024. Back-to-back clean sheets for Portugal over Ireland. Ireland's last victory over Portugal was way back in Feb 2005 in Ireland. Portugal, though, on the back of that 3-2 away win against Hungary most recently. Ireland losing to Azerbaijan, and their last win was a nonsense game. Actually, it was a Nations League game against Bulgaria. So, competitively, not really delivering at the moment. The bookies' odds will go with Portugal. Of course, they will massively fancy. Gone 4-0 win here as well for the Irish as they take a bit of a pounding here. Meanwhile, the Norwegians, free scoring at the moment, taking on Israel's side, of course, over in Group I. The Norwegians under Ståle Solbakken with their golden generation. They've won 6 on the bounce. Up against Israel under Ran Ben Shirmon. They've won 3 of the last 5. They sit third with 9 points. They played each other just the once it was in this qualification phase, and it resulted in a 4-2 win for Norway in the reverse fixture. Norway on the back of that 11-1 win over Moldova. Israel with that 5-4 loss to Italy. Goodness gracious me. But they've scored 8 goals in the last 2 games, have Israel. They've been free scoring as well when you look at it. Bookies odds will back Norway. They're at home, of course. Haaland's on fire. He's looking for his 10th goal in the qualification phase at the moment. Going to go with a 3-0 win Norway as well over in Group I. Into the also in Group I believe Estonia. They're taking on Italy. That's right. Estonia find themselves 4th with 3 points. Just 1 win in the last 6. Up against Italy under Gennaro Gattuso. 3 wins on the bounce. They got 2nd at the table with 9 points. They've taken on Estonia 6 times. They've won each and every one of them, picking up an average of 3.33 goals a game. They last played. It was a 5-0 win for Italy way back in September 2025. It was the reverse fixture in this one. 3 wins, 3 clean sheets on the bounce against Estonia, picking up 12 goals in those last 3. Estonia, though, picking up a 0-0 draw against Andorra. They haven't scored a goal in the last 3. Up against the Italy side, who have scored 12 goals in the last 3 themselves. So averaging 4 goals a game on this one. But I think the next game, when's the big one? The big one's in November, Italy-Norway. But anyway, the bookies are odds for this one. Italy should win this game. It is in Estonia, but Italy should have enough quality in the tank to get over the line. And into the final 2, we have Latvia. They're going to be taking on Andorra. That's over in Group K. Latvia under Paolo Nicolato, 4th in the table right now. Winless, though, in the last 5. Up against Andorra under Colo Alvarez. They sit 5th with no points, of course. They've played Latvia 10 times. Latvia won 6 of them. Andorra haven't won. There's been 4 draws. Latvia picking up an average of 1.80 goals a game between these two sides. They last played, it was in March 2025. It was the World Cup qualifiers, of course. 1-0 win as it was for Latvia. The last time they played in Latvia was a 3-0 win for Latvia as well. Latvia on the back of that 1-0 loss to Albania. Back-to-back losses, back-to-back games without a goal for them. Up against Andorra's side, who picked up a draw against Estonia most recently, but haven't scored a goal in at least the last 6. So pretty grim stuff for them. Latvia should win this game. Gone with a draw, though. Point apiece, which would be something out of nothing for Andorra. And then finally, Serbia against Albania. Of course, that's also on the same match day at the Dubrovnik Stadium. Serbia under Dragan Stankovic. They sit 3rd right now, 7 points for them, 67% form for them, just 1 defeat in the last 6. Up against Albania, Silvino, just 1 defeat in the last 6, also 67% form for them. They sit 2nd with 8 points. They played each other 3 times, 1-1, lost 1, drew 1. And of course, they did play the reverse fixture in Albania, 0-0 it was back in June 2025. Serbia, though, on the back of that 5-0 loss to England, they make it, 2 wins the last 3. They actually keep 3 clean sheets out of the last 4, do Serbia. As for Albania, 1-0 winners over Latvia most recently. Serbia expected to win this game. They're in the backyard. They should do a number here. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Serbia on this one. And that, my friends, will complete match number 7, of course. Don't forget, there are 3 videos for this match day. We're going to do the same for match number 8, which will be the second round of games over in October. So make sure you subscribe, smash the like. I'll see you soon whenever I return. But until then, we're done.